Liver? That's not right. That ain't right. We're going to go down along here. Couple of bike riders. Hey, that's nice. Well, I see a few of them around here. Not all the time, but it's kind of nice when they're out. And we still give each other a little jaunty wave. Okay, it says it's 216F now. These little Tuonos have hot temperaments. They like to ride hot. So far from what I can see in the preview on the iPhone, now that it's still running along with the camera, is that this camera angle looks pretty good. We're in Super View. We're not in Hyperview. We're in Super View. And we are with the standard lens. Now I did bring the Max Lens Mod number 2 along with me, so I thought I might give that a try. If I pull off over the side of the road in a bit, thought I might give that a try. Alright. Off. We'll keep her in third gear. She's running smooth. The operator, I'm kind of running smooth. Doing 57 miles an hour. Woohoo! Getting some wind buffeting. I never know with these camera mic setups how well it's all going to work until we get out on the road and give it a go, as they say. There's one of our gates, and you just don't know until you try it. So I can hear a lot of wind in the helmet. I'm wearing earplugs, and it just makes me wonder how much the mic is going to pick it up. You have to set the correct setting. Now this is the new GoPro 12, and it this is the new GoPro 12, and it has the hyper smooth improved settings on it, and it is just the very first time I've ever taken this. Here's another dude. Yep, gives me the down low like that. This is the first time I've ever used it in an action setting. I played around with it in the garage the other day. I posted that vlog. Okay, this person is being extremely cautious here, so shall we. Hello, young man. Not on two wheels, but he's not far off of those two wheels. Anyway, so we'll see how this whole lash up works out. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. But the Tuono is geared so tall, it's got really long legs, that you really are illegal in any gear that you choose to be. But for cruising along and just riding along, I like third gear. Third gear is when you do a throttle shutdown, it's not an abrupt shutdown. It comes down kind of smooth. So I like cruising in these types of neighborhoods in third gear. Alright. Watch those wheels. Yep. Alright. Couldn't tell if that person was seeing me or not. Down to first gear. We're going to go right here. Just do a tootle around the neighborhood. It's a Saturday, so it's a quiet day, should be quiet day afternoon, traffic-wise. Which is nice. That's nice. Lovely day for a ride, though. Temp's perfect. On the cool side, 73 degrees, and I'll find out what that is in terms of Celsius for our metric loving friends. Share that information. I need to fiddle with the suspension settings a little bit more on Tony's Thunder here. Still a little harsh, I think, for like city roads. We're going to make a left here. It is nice not to have to turn that turn signal on off, at least. It does stay on a little long, in my opinion, your humble servant, but it is nice that it is self-canceling. And it seems to work quite well, very forgiving. Is go through here straight. By the way, even with the light green, give a look. There are people that don't see it, especially on these back roads. You can get into a little groove on your little back road here and be listening to some tunes, grooving to some tunes, or talking to somebody, and just fall into a sort of a state where you just don't see much going on. Boy, is this pretty or what? Man, but this road could use some smoothing, I have to tell you. That's one of the downside of our country roads through San Diego here. They get, they do get a little bumpy. They're called potholes. Why? I've never seen a pot in one of the holes, but they do call them potholes. A nice little road here. I always like this. This was one of my private Nürburgrings. Always like this road back through here. Just nicely curved, and they've done a good job with the cambering. Some roads have not been done, and I don't know why. This started out as a wagon track. It did not start out as a car. Of course, it's that old. It goes back to the 18th century, I think. 18th or even early, 18th century would be about when the conquistadores and the padres showed up in California here and laid out some of the early tracks. They didn't so much lay out tracks as find easy routes to take their wagons and horses through, and then later on they didn't pave them, but they turned them into dirt roads, and then they paved them after enough time. this a good one to get your riding chops back on? Albeit that I'm sure you can see as we go along here, this big repair scene they've got running down the side of the road here. It's a little bit to be desired. Not crazy about that. But, hey, I don't have to be. But absolutely gorgeous day. Some of these on a trailing throttle because I've seen cars cut some of the tiner quarters short. Okay, we come into the beautiful little village of our local town. This is called Rancho Santa Fe. This is real fun. There's a couple of motorcycles over there. Some fellas out for a ride, I'm sure. Pretty things. They look to be dark. That's a nice little restaurant there. Great spot to stop mid-ride. Oh, and here's a young lady. She's a princess, of course, as all young ladies are. Okay, dude. A lot of e-bikes around, and they add another dimension of traffic interest. Some of them are written like that one was by very young people, and they don't have their full, just not that much street experience, and haven't fallen enough times to understand that it hurts when you do. or still can without hurting as much. Well, this is the back road of Rancho Santa Fe. And gorgeous down in here, as I say. The only thing about this little way here is that to check the traffic coming from the other way, you've got to do your head like about 270 degrees. Can't see anybody. There was somebody coming, but far enough back that we haven't got to worry about them. We can just go with the flow. So what's happening? Done some gear things. Got a new GoPro 12, which is what we're filming this with, provided it works. And playing around with that, doing that kind of stuff, hanging around our little hood. A lot of reasons to hang around the hood. We had some great travel this year. I saw Europe. I didn't get as far as the middle of nowhere near Lesley Johnson's place, however. You got to go really back in the woods, I guess, to get there. That's really in the middle of nowhere. So didn't get quite that far, but saw a lot of places. Played some bad golf on some really good golf courses. Hey, look at this. Does this person back there see me? Yeah, you do. Okay. Never, ever take that for granted. Like I say, particularly around here with our little country roads. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I've got my own version versions of that are a little more risque. I like that. Oh, what a great road. Now this one's smoother. Smoother in any case. Oh, here we go. Here's a young person. Says, thanks, dude. You're welcome. For what I don't know, not killing you when you went across the street against a red. I suppose that's worth a shout out. Uh-oh, are you going to go? No. Okay. Thank you. It's hard to explain to people that aren't riders just how turning a motorcycle on the road as you're going along actually works. And it's hard to understand the physics of it for myself. But really, you're not turning the handlebars. You're doing a lean, and the bike goes with you. And if you start thinking about making a turn, you'll screw it up. You don't think about it. You just do it. You lean, the bike follows. And an instructor of mine once said, hey, you wish it through the corner. And I think that's a pretty tidy explanation of how you do it. You wish it through the corner. You don't actually turn it. And now we're getting into some traffic. We're getting down closer to the exit of our country roads out here. And we're going to leave this hurly-burly behind and head back up to the top of the hill. Gosh, just enjoying this ride. Oh shoot, not going to make that signal. Alas. Alas. I want to get you into neutral, bike. There you go. Whoop. Hello, wake up. Wake up call for Gary Cooper. Gravel on the road there. And when you're using the speed shifter, you don't back off the throttle like you did with the clutch, timing the throttle and shift and the clutch used to be such an art form. I actually used to know how to heel and toe. That is a thing. In older cars with bad or no synchro meshes. But the new automatic systems, dude, they are just, you wish it. And you don't have to back off the throttle at all. Let's see if we can find a spot here that's kind of free of places for me to fall on. I don't know if you can see the road right there, but there's a bunch of deep cracks and things in it. Not cool. That's one thing we have to watch out for. Okay, got a signal, and we can go. Some bumpy stuff. No sense going any faster than that. We're already in trouble. That's a beautiful pickup truck. That'd be a vehicle I would have if I had the room. I'd love to have a really nice pickup truck. Boy, I hope the sound pickup on this is good. Speaking of pickup truck, I hope the sound pickup is good with this. But I would love to have a really nice pickup truck. We have what's called an SUV, Sport Utility Vehicle, which is a big version of what we used to ride around in with families, called a station wagon. There's a gent rolling along, and they're really handy to have. They are. I have to say, I'm glad we have one. But nothing beats that open-top pickup for throwing junk into. Now, how often do I have to throw junk into anything? Not very. Not very at all. So needless to say, it's certainly not a necessity. Don't need a pickup truck, but I'd love to have one. Hope you don't mind this stream of consciousness here. Just talking, just enjoying this ride, just enjoying life right here. Speaking of pickup trucks, behind another one, a Tacoma by Toyota. Saturday afternoon bicycle ride. Perfect day for it. Oh yeah. Feel like being lulled to sleep by hot rod motorcycles at about 5 to 7,000 RPM. Then follow a Tacoma in Rancho Santa Fe. That's what we're doing now. Come on, fella, he doesn't mean